The question of what has a greater influence on the formation of personality, nature or nurture, since ancient times has worried mankind. This scientific topic is still creating a debate among many scientists. This is due to the fact that it is very difficult to separate the influence of genes, natural gifts, from environmental factors and the surrounding environment in which people grew up. Most children live with their genetic parents, and it is very difficult to understand what they have inherited genetically and what they have gained through education and environmental factors. But people still wonder why some children have problems with reading and others don't, why some children develop schizophrenia and others don't, why some children become maniacs, killers, or commit suicide in adulthood. Which factors have the greatest impact on the child during the formation of the personality? Many psychologists have suggested that the only significant factor explaining the differences between people is the environment, especially the one created by parents in the first years of child's life. Parents, the place we grew up, the people around us, school friends, religion, are just a few of the factors that directly shape our views on life, patterns of behavior, habits, and social skills. However, in psychogenetics it was found out that the difference in people's DNA also plays a huge role in many areas of psychology: mental health, character, illnesses, cognitive abilities, personal development, school performance, predisposition to violence. All these are determined by genetics. The theme nature or nurture also intrigues many directors and is shown in many films. We Need to Talk About Kevin is a polemical discussion of the reasons why a child can lose his way. This film is the basis of the festival and is dedicated to finding the reasons for what happened. The main character of the film is originally shown as a difficult, insidious child, who mainly shows his strange relationship with his mother, which eventually turns into a disaster. The film balances the borderlines between domestic drama and the horror that comes out into the world. Mommy shows the story of a difficult, aggressive teenager and his mother. The reason for his behavior is ADHD syndrome, which can be defined as a natural factor. The nature of some children has a very strong influence on their behavior and fate, and parenthood in this case cannot help to correct it. Captain Fantastic evaluates the behavior and interaction of the father and his 6 children. Children grow up in wild conditions, and their father has quite specific methods of upbringing. Children have a very low level of social adaptation and have little opportunity to communicate with people who are not part of their family. The Virgin Suicides focuses on the causes and consequences of teenage depression resulting from the overprotective care of parents. Excessive care and loneliness have driven the 5 sisters into despair and self-destructive action. Heavenly Creatures shows the exploration of the sexuality by adolescents, as well as parental rejection and misunderstanding of children. Parental reactions, prohibitions, and mistrust have led girls to a desperate criminal act. The film Dogtooth explores the problems of the family as the close cell of society. The film shows that any close community, by the laws of nature, is weaker and more vulnerable. It also shows how terrible the consequences of an inappropriate upbringing can be, and how parents can instill unhealthy patterns of behavior in their children. Carol focuses on child cruelty, oppressive nurturing, and human nature. A girl with superpowers who is tormented by her environment gives freedom to her evil nature to protect herself and take revenge. Brightburn shows an alien boy who is brought up in a good human family. Film argues that even the best nurturing is nothing compared to nature and biological factors of child. Moonlight explores the problem of adolescence and nurturing. The child who has been surrounded by people with harmful behaviors is prone to the same action in adulthood. The 400 Hoops are built on the conflict between parents and their teenage son, which directly affects the boy's psyche and behavior. The heroes of the movie Rebel Without a Cause are teenagers who suffer from loneliness and misunderstanding of parents. Incomplete communication with parents forces teenagers to do bad things, to attract the attention of adults and get love.